guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I am going to be creating a look using the new Master Palette by Mario in collaboration with Anastasia. I've really enjoyed this palette. I mentioned it in my Sephora VIB sale kind of recommendation video. I find that the shadows themselves are like super pigmented, and that can be tricky because they are a little bit hard to blend, but I promise you, if you put the time in, the payoff will be at the very end, but you might just have to put in a little bit of extra kind of time and work into just making sure that the shadows blend out really nicely. I mentioned in that Sephora video, which I will link right here, check it out if you have a minute, I mentioned in that video that even if the palette kind of sucked, I feel like this is kind of one of those just kind of like epic kind of palettes that have come out. Mario is a fabulous makeup artist, famous for working with Kim Kardashian. There's even a shadow called Kim in here, which is so cute. But he's really talented, and I love Anastasia's shadows, both in her palettes. I love the Modern Renaissance palette, as well as all of her individual shadow shades. I have a number of those as well, and so I really have no major complaints about this palette. It does sell in and out very quickly, so if you see it go out of stock, particularly at Sephora, I will link it down below. Definitely sign up for their email notification. They'll let you know when it's back in stock so that you can get it, because it's really popular. It goes back out real quick, but I think or I hope that the company realizes that a lot of people want it, and so they'll still keep making it available. So if you'd like to see this look that I created using this palette and this palette only, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's do this. I've already primed my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre because I like how it takes away the redness of my eyelids. And I've already set my eye makeup both on top and underneath with the RCMA No Color Powder. The rest of my face is already done. I will list all of those products below. What I'm going to do right now is go in with some extra RCMA No Color Powder right underneath my eyes, making a big old mess because this shadow is very pigmented with a little bit of fallout, and so I don't want to contaminate the rest of my face makeup with that that shadow powder, and so we'll be able to dust that away when we are all done. So let's get into the tutorial. I'm actually going to start using the Anastasia brush that comes with this palette. I don't usually like the palette brushes, so we're gonna see how it goes. I've already tried it out like naked on my eye, and I kind of liked how it was working. So I'm gonna go in with Lula, which is this kind of neutral brown shade right here. It's one of the few mattes in the palette. Be sure and pick up powder and tap. Ooh, I don't know if you could see that, but there was like a ghost of shadow that just went everywhere. So that you can get off the excess powder. So I'm just gonna go right into my crease with this pretty nice brush. I'm kind of enjoying the brush. You need a lot of blending because this powder is so pigmented. Holy crap. So that's a pretty kind of neutral, cool brown. I want to warm it up a little bit. I'm going to go in with this shade called Isabel, which is kind of an orangey shade with a much smaller, fluffy kind of crease blending brush. And I'm going to be very precise about where I put this. Kind of into the crease, but not over the crease, and not over that, not above that shadow that we just put in the crease. We just want to warm up the crease just a little bit. I am going to recommend that you just continuously blend with this shadow. The shadow is so pigmented that it makes it a little bit difficult to work with, but just be patient and the payoff will come at the end. But you just, in your application, you've got to be diligent with the blending. When it comes to shadows that are a little bit difficult to blend, I find that the lighter you actually hold the brush, the lighter your application will be. I'm going to take a very small outer corner brush and I'm going to go in with Violetta, which is this pretty dark kind of chocolatey brown, and I'm gonna go very strictly and very distinctly only to the outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna take that same shade, Violetta, and I'm gonna use my $1 e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm gonna use that to line my lower lashes. That is some fanciness there with that dark shadow and the white under powder. That is fabulous. I am in love with this green shade called Bronx, which is kind of what I've designed the entire eye look around. I'm going to take a MAC 242 and I'm going to apply this to my crease going up to that outer corner shade. Be sure to stay only on the lid. You do not want this intensely pigmented green kind of mossy shade to creep up into your crease area. Using the same brush, I'm gonna go in with Kim, as in Kardashian, and I'm gonna take this kind of mild, kind of pale but warm gold shade, and I'm going to bridge the gap between that green and that dark brown, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of shadow just kind of between the two, just to kind of create a nice blend from kind of green to brown with kind of a lighter brown. Take a very, very light brush. You can either use by Morphe, the MB23, or by Wet n Wild. They've come out with a crease brush in their vegan pink and white line. I'll use the Wet n Wild one. Now you just want to go in and blend. You want to blend that entire lid out, so just let the colors just kind of blend together. Taking another MAC 242, I'm going to go up to, there's really no good brow highlighter shade in here. I'm gonna take Hollywood. Now Hollywood has something of a shimmer to it. I might wind up having to redo it, but let's see, in the interest of trying to use the whole palette, let's see how it kind of applies. Okay, that's pretty nice. You could go in with a separate matte brow highlight shade, but since this is really not so white and it's a little bit more gold, the shimmer doesn't accentuate too much. So as such, I'm going to take that same shade, Hollywood, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna go finish my eyes now with some black liner and some mascara, and I will be back to show you the finished look. So that completes my look with the new Anastasia and Master Palette by Mario collaboration. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up to help support my channel. I would definitely appreciate it. And if you're not one of my subscribers already, I invite you to be. What do you guys think about this palette? Do you have any trouble blending in the shadows? Any kind of magic brush you find works best with it? Or do you like the brush that it comes with? Please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Find me on social media if you have a minute. Thank you again so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. In the meantime, thanks.
So, true confession, I did not actually do my hair prior to this video. I mean, like, I brushed it. But I always do my makeup prior to doing my hair. I cannot do my hair prior to doing my makeup. And so, in every tutorial, it's pretty much just going to be me with, like, messy head. But, you know, it's not about the hair. It's about the eye look, right?